Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down at a yard. Again, it's Achane. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Motion man is Schwartz. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Young on third down. That swung out wide to Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Jalen Waddle. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ready. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You talk about this Miami defense. They know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. Young now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
To throw, Young. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hekker. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On play action, here's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Open net is Waddle, complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here's 3rd and 3. Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A chance for Waddle on the return. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they got themselves a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season in Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro in Tyreek Hill.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Wilson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big touchdown.
Alec Ingold, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
ready?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, check mega.
Thielen going to go in motion right. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Check, strike. Check.
Running right, here's Sanders. Pushes past him, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Young from the shotgun. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Panthers 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
Ready. Set, cut.
Another run with Sanders. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 9.
Ultra. Shot, 17. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Drill, 52. Red, cycle.
Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Young to throw it this time. He completes this one to Mingo. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Okay, ready? On the ball. Set,
Another run here with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Ready?
Now fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On the set.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Young here, you can see changing the play. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Touchdown, Panthers. Anthony Schwartz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Yeah, this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Smith, red. Set,
Now Sanders. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 13.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Zoom black. Green jack. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On second down, Young. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Young. And that is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker, has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
All right, let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua's going to change things up. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On play action, Young. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Achane on 1st and 10. Able to fight through one tackle. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll run here with Achane. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find some room to operate.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young now. It's caught by Sanders. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's Young. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set, hut. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Young on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
On the ready. Set, hut.
Young. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Go red. Six, mega. Edo blue. Ready.
One last shot for Young. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.